Hi guys, so this is the first round of the Super Jackpot. 500 euros. I are mean. So Jalil is originally Iranian, but he lives in Sweden. And since he is participating with his Sweden nationality in the tournament, I put the Sweden flag there. I hope he doesn't mind it. 6-4. Probably could have run like this, but he chooses to play to get the deuce point. 2-6 comes to the 16 point. 3-6 for Mochy could come down and step up with the last checker like that to get full freedom from the last checker. 3-5 comes to the 18 point. Mochy is not able to move the last checker. 3-2, I think. 2 hits for sure, and 3 comes down. You don't want to let your opponent run with the last checker. 3-5. 3 comes to the 3 point. Get in with the 3 and come down with the 5, because on the 5 point you don't want to get attacked. But let's see. Yeah, that's the only play actually. You don't want to get attacked on the 20 point. The 3-2 was wrong actually. So this was tough. 3%. Didn't have to hit because he doesn't have enough ammunition, but that's fine. 3%. That was brutal actually. Most of the players would hit in that situation, but with the worse board I wouldn't. Yeah, I think that's the idea. If you don't have a better board, you should usually avoid hitting, but this was a bit advanced actually. So 5-4 comes to the 8 point and down with the 4, aiming to get the 5 point or the 4 point. 1-3 for Mochy. He cannot come under the gun on the 21 point, so slotting the 3 makes sense. 6-2. Just the 4. Just the 4. Six 4 is interesting. Yep. Not the right time to run away. Run with the last checker. He doesn't have a cube. I'm gonna show the cube every time they pause to think about the cube, so hope you don't mind that. The players don't mind that. sometimes feels a little weird to just show the cube action. 4-1. He needs to slot the 5 and then the 4 plays like that. That was a poor roll, but this cube makes sense actually. There's a lot of rolls that he gets the 7 point or the 5 point, and he's already ahead by 12 point. So actually, yeah, Mochy cannot take this cube. The 7 point or the 5 point, and he's already ahead by 12 point. So actually, yeah, Mochy cannot take this cube. Five one. Three, 4. Response. 2-1. 2-1. Could he do the double tiger? Yes. That's the only play. It's a good lesson though. Look at this one. It's a good lesson. The third row. 5-1, 3-4, and 2-1. You should definitely double tiger. I use double tiger as a verb. You should double tiger. Double 5s cannot move the last checkers, so this is simple. 6-4. And 4-1. Since he's ahead in the race, he prefers to yeah, but 13-8 makes more sense, to be honest. Three, 2. He still can't move the last checkers. 5, 3 for Jalil. So yeah, the last row I didn't like it because yeah, okay, he played good this one. Played it well. 6-1 gets the 7 point for sure. There's a blot on the deuce point as well, so it makes sense to make a little prime. And the double 3s doesn't save the guy on the 8 point. Double 3s. This side is huge. Yeah, that's a cube maker roll, I would say. Whatever he rolls probably gets the cube. 2-5. Is it enough? Yeah, it's gonna get the cube anyways. Or is he? Wow, look at this one. It's too good. Mochy sends it, and Jalil passes it. Five, six. Double fours, standard, comes down, gets the 5 point. Aces. That's an unfortunate aces. Five, four, gets the 4 point quickly. 2, 1. Could he step up and slot on the 4? I believe so. Yep. Almost the only play. When I say the only play, it means anything else is not good. But this was close still, but yeah, the ace is useful to come up. Duplicating the fours for your opponent, but yeah, Mochy's thinking about the cube already. 7 pips ahead, and he had a cube. 3-2. That was a good cube decision actually. Three, 2 makes sense perfectly. Played it. 3-2. 3-4 comes in and plays out or down. The down makes more sense since you don't want to give. Actually, there's a lot of numbers that can double hit if he comes out. And 3-1. It's none of them. Ace. Deuce. That's a perfect roll. Hi Max. Hello from California. Hello from Turkey. Three, 6 comes out. There's a lot of options. This came to my mind instantly because once your opponent is trying to get away with the... Okay, this is the best play. Amazing play by Mochy. Yeah, the problem with slotting the 5 point is that there's not a lot of numbers that can cover it without playing from the... Yeah. So if you want to cover this one, you should cover it with the ace. Otherwise you're gonna leave a blot on the 8 point. Yeah, that's the best play. It's a matter of distribution as well. So you tend to move your checkers. Wow, these double twos. This was huge. And unstacking from the 13 point makes the most sense. Three, 2. But he's nowhere close to the cube yet. He still needs to improve his position. Double 5s. These are perfect rolls. Double 5s, a lot of options. Wow. Is there any way that you can double tiger? Because he doesn't want to give the second checker. No. It's too much. Double tiger was too much. Three, five. Not a good roll, obviously. Can't do anything with it. Still leaves double lots. And Mochy doesn't come in. So maybe he could play more flexible. 5-1. 5 comes in. Ace slots the 5 point. 5-1 for Jalil gets the 7 point. That was a good roll. Aces. Aces. One of them is an extra ace. What would you do here? Yeah, I would do the same. Oh, okay. Yeah, those were tight. Aces for Jalil. This works very well. 4-2. Hits and comes down, or just gets the 7 point. Wow, this is... Yeah, I thought about this one too. This is better actually. This is the best play. Let's see what plus plus says. Hi, Alan. Yeah, that was my play, but apparently it's too much. No, it's 3%, okay. You could leave with that, especially with the dance. 4-1. He doesn't like to go to the deuce point, but I think he has to. No other options. Aces. This one's also huge. Probably comes in. Maybe he doesn't want to hit actually, but he has to. Yep, that was a blunder. Let's see what's the best decision. 4-1. Let's go back to the aces. Yeah, he should switch to the ace point. Five one. Mochy comes in with the ace and comes out with the 5. Yeah, that's the best. That's the only play. Oh, what is... Mochy's looking at this play, but yeah, you need to do something to gain more timing. This is the best play to get more timings. So even if you get hit on the deuce, on the ace point, it's not a big deal. Even if you get pointed on. 2-1. I don't think that's the best play. It is. 5-6. Comes in and hits on the 16 point. Distance could be huge. It is. Sigmar saying, please show the analysis panel all the time, not the PRs. No one cares for the PR, but some would care. And I'm showing the analysis all the time. What do you mean? Like this? Yeah. I don't want to show the best moves all the time. That's the point. I want you to think yourself before you see the best move. Like this one, I'm giving you some time to think about the cube and then show you the best decision at this particular move. So 6-2, as I'm showing it right now, it's probably better to get the 9 point. Wow, coming out was the best play. By far. That was huge. 4-1. And Mochy's again taking his time to think about the cube. This is a close decision. It's so close. He's winning 66%, probably not enough to just double this position, but since he's winning 19% of the times gammons, so it makes it a good cube actually. He could wait, okay, but the thing is, maybe he's doing some adjustments, but no, he just doubled. Maybe he was thinking about something like maybe he could do it later, but maybe he knows that his opponent is not gonna take this one. .6 PR for Mochy, 10 PR for Jalil. Three, 4. Coming down, and the split play is a defensive play. You don't want to make a defensive play while you are trailing in the score. It was 1.5%. Too much for the first move. Double 4s. Perfect roll. Double 6s, which he can double here, but probably too good. Yep. 2%. Two and a half percent plus. Correct. 5-2 hits on the ace point and plays maybe like this, or from the 6 point. Let's see. Oh, shouldn't attack on the ace point. That's weird. Since you are playing for the gammons, I would have hard time not hitting on the ace point. But yeah, I think I would get it 6-4. At least he played the deuce first. He knows the best deuce is probably 6-4. Wow, the best play. The 5 point is way more important. 4-6. 5-3 this time. Definitely gonna hit on the ace point. Wow. 3 rolls dancing on the 2-point board. Now 3-point board, but sixes. Again, sixes for the first row, then 6-4, 6-4, sixes. That's tough. 5-1. Yep. Adding more checkers to the zone. Wow, against sixes. Unbelievable. 5-3 gets the 3-point. Unbelievable. Wow. Two one. He picks it up. Okay. He already has too many checkers in the zone, so he doesn't need all of them. Wow, Jalil has rolled at least one of the dice. A 6. That's crazy, right? He should slot it. Okay. 2 is rolled, but how many 6-4 and double sixes he rolled? It's crazy. 3-1. Yep, he plays 3-2 to save the 5-6 as well. Makes sense. Sixes. Double 2s. Plays safe. There's no other play. Yep. Okay, here's off the checkers. He's playing for some backgammons apparently. And it's not going good for him. No hit. Mochy's playing for backgammon. 4-6 again. Another shot. 4-2. Yeah, why would you? Okay, the thing is, if he rolls a deuce or ace, Mochy, I think he needs to bear off the checkers, because yeah, if he dances again, your ace would be fine not to leave a, not to play from the, not to bear off a checker. So an ace here followed by a double could make a backgammon, but it didn't. 4 points for Mochy so far. 4-1. It's a 11-point match, so 7 away, 10 away for Mochy. (6-4). Normally, if you are leading in the score, you should play for a race. My sound is doubled. Okay, what could be the issue? Okay. How about now? Two 6 was it? 6-3. Sixes. Dylan, thank you so much. Is it fixed now? Wow, thank you. I would appreciate other people too to just help me with these streams. You know, sometimes I cannot find all of the issues with the stream. So thank you, Dylan. Which he could double this one. Wow, it's a completely borderline decision for Mochy. 15 pips. Dirk Schiemann has a chapter about these kind of positions. Doubles. Perfect. See? So the double was perfect because with these double threes, you cannot take the cube. Borderline, but worked out perfectly for Mochy. Because he would have gone to the to miss the market. Double fives, he cannot leave with the 18 anchor. He still got some contact values, so he would stick around. 6-1. Or 3. 6-5 clears the 10 point. Six three. There's no contact values. He still keeps the checker on the 18 point, but maybe that was unnecessary. Let's see. 6-2. Double fours. He can win normally with the race. 4-1. Yep, he's the first player to pair off a checker. But still five pips behind. 2-1. 3, 8. 3, 6, and 8 pips. It's not enough yet for Jalil. 5-1. Yeah, I now listen to the sound after this. Okay, 6-2. So 6-2. Double threes. The cube is coming. The cube is coming. Or what? Wow, was a big redouble. 5-2. You can miss the market with this one, for example. You miss the market. Probably. Yeah. Big one. So what did I miss on the last roll? Double threes? Was 5-2. Sorry guys. Yeah, still missed the market. 6-1 for Mochy. Double fives. And an early double fives is the roll that you want to make the board. An early double fives for your opponent is the roll that you want to make the board the most. You're not gonna touch the last checkers, the anchor from the 24 point. So whenever your opponent rolls a double five early in the game, you don't touch the 24 point. Period. 4-1. Yep, he could have slot the 5 and split the back checker since your opponent has a priming position. And when your opponent has a prime in position, you tend to split the back checkers. Wow, look at this 5-1. Wow. I liked it. 1.5%. But I liked it, and here's the reward. Wow. Super cool, huh? No double. No double. Too fancy to think about the cube here. After you got... You played a good 5-1. Although it was the second play by the computer. But it was pretty nice. Let's see the plus plus. 3% by the plus plus. So... Yeah, but it's not enough to think about the cube yet. But it's gonna count how many numbers gets the 5 and the 4 point. How many numbers covers and hits. For example, the double 4s is gonna be probably too good after the double 4. But something like 4-1 covers both of the checkers. So yeah, he's gonna count these numbers. As you can see, it's nowhere close to the cube. You can still get gammoned by 15%. That's huge. 39% winning chances for Jalil. So makes sense to just... But over the board, it's hard to figure out these numbers. .7 PR for Mochy. 8 for Jalil Kiabi. Play on. That's the best decision. 5-3. Gets the 5 point? Yeah, there's no other play. Right? And if he doesn't roll a 3 or something good, like this roll is terrible. So he's gonna get the cube. And I believe what was... Yeah, Mochi's thinking about the cube. I believe he might pass this cube. Yeah. So by now you should recognize your opponent's style of play. Does it take? Doesn't it take? No, I cannot do that, buddy. You're not familiar with the software. You cannot do that. It changes automatically by itself. Double 4s. Oops. The double 3 played to the... See? If I don't show it, it's gonna be a blank. The thread is gonna be blank. The log is gonna be blank, so you cannot change that. 5-2. 5-4. What is the race? You are still behind, 1 pip ahead after the roll. Three, 4. So what I'm doing here, when they make the move, I'm gonna quickly click on summary, so you don't see this blank page. Okay? Because it's not nice to see a blank page, right? And yeah, that's what I'm doing. 6-2, but as soon as I get the next move, I'm gonna show you the hint. The best decision. Like this. And then summary. And Mochy's thinking about the cube. No, it's not gonna be a cube. You are ahead in the score. You are behind in the pip counts. And your opponent can easily run with the last checker. You don't have a perfect position to make sure you're gonna be able to maintain the last guy. So it's not a cube, not even close. Probably counting the pips, right? 3-5 points on him. Yep. You don't want to give your opponent 6-5 to run away with that last checker and pull the game to a racing game. 2-1 comes to the 22 point. Why not? No, you're priming yourself, brother. You're priming yourself. Look, now your 6 is blocked. Hopefully you figure out, no, you should come up with the last. No, you don't do that. You don't need the board. You don't even need the board. Okay? Your game plan is to race. Yeah, it's nice if you could get the board like this 3-1. Yeah, you could. Get the board and step up with the ace. Your game plan is to run. No, that's not a... Wow. Mochy is realizing that his opponent is not sharp. And imagine the 5-4 would have been a bad roll, a terrible roll for Mochy if he had to hit on the 3-point. If he had come up with the ace, and now it's only... he knows something. He knows. He knows that he's gonna make it anyways. I'm kidding. He should have played the best, but yeah, sometimes you play the worst move, but you get lucky. 2-4. 2-4. He needs to attack on the deuce point for sure. You are leaving a shot anyway. So no. You have a better board. Oh, that's the best play, sorry. I would have hit probably. 5-2. Okay, the thing is he cannot Mochy is not able to come out with some of the numbers. So that's why that was the best decision, but he lost the cube here. He lost the market here actually. And again, from the bar, he should have doubled. 27% winning chances. The double was too early. for Mochy. It was a double blunder for Mochy to cube this one. This 5-2 was 4-2. He lost the... It was actually a pass from this position. And Mochy would have definitely passed this cube. Too many gammons. And that's why the 4-2 wasn't a big deal. Because you're not gonna lose the market on the next row. So you're still gonna have the cube on the next row. So computer thinks to just keep the game simple. Do not give any shots to your opponent. So the next roll you can double. For example, even with the 5-2 for Mochy here, he still got a double from the bar. He wins 52%, but he wins 27% of the times gammons. So that's why this is a cube from the board. That was tough for Jalil. For sure. That was tough.
We continue our second chess round. Christoph Wagner will put it make it up to
Mochy doubled this one. Look at this cube decision. No, but Jalil went on Mochy's nerve somehow. With the two big take that he had, and he passed the cubes, and Mochy knew that those decisions were a take for his opponent, so kind of made him to make this error. 4-1, it was better to play. Wow, this is a blunder. But it worked. But it worked for him. 2-5. He missed the double again. 2-6. Jalil missed the double here. Double 4. Wow. That was a big double. That was a big double. 22%. Gammons. Tough game. For Jalil, especially. To be honest, this is a not... Yeah. This is a not easy decision, but yeah, if you realize how many numbers you get in and hit lose and your opponent cannot come in on the 4-point board, and then you are trailing in the score and you can win gammons, double 4, and winning gammons would be a match. You're not losing that much. Okay. 6-2. Salon. Teddy Tor. Borbunette. 6-2. Mochy can't leave the guy there, so he's thinking about... He's hitting on the deuce point for sure. But now he's thinking about coming down or coming out. Coming out would give your opponent 3-4, 3-5. And yeah, 3-4, 3-5, 4 more numbers. And if you come down, you cover better you can cover with more numbers on the deuce point. This is important. Wow, this is the 3-4 that we were talking about. He again missed the market. He missed the double. 6-4. 6 hits, 4 covers with the spare on the 6 point. That's the only decision that I see. Wow, this is tough. This is tough. Yeah, okay. No, this isn't actually tough because you cover with more numbers on the deuce point. Once you make the play, you will see it. But yeah, perfectly done. Once you make it, you will see it. Again, he has a... No, doesn't have a cube anymore. 3-4. The game went perfectly for Mochy, despite the... Wow! Not yet, not yet. Not yet. He's in trouble. With a single 6. If he rolls it as soon as possible, he can still be in the game. 3-4. 5-4. Comes out. And Mochy is still not able to come out with the last checker, and he has a cube and Mochy can't even take it. That was a cool game. Double pass. Big double, big pass. And the game is 6 away. 6 away. Mochy's biggest blunder was the double. The double was not even close. 3-2. 5-2. Comes down. It's on the 4 point. 4-1. Hits and goes to the 5 point. Double threes. Brutal. And no. Splits the back checker. Double threes for Jalil as well. Does he make the 5 point or hits on the 3 point and steps up? I think I'm gonna make the 5 point. Okay, it's too close to figure it out. But this was a better play. 5-1 makes the 5 point perfectly done. Six, 3. No. Okay, that was 2%. No, actually more. Okay. 4-1. Does he hit on the 3 point? I think so. No. This one is tough. No, 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 no. Guys, I'm using half of my brain for the match. 6-1, of course, comes to the 15 point. 2-5. Double the slots. 6-4 gets the deuce. Or gets the 9 point. Since your opponent has a double blood in his home board. Yep. The root. Double fours. Double fours for Jalil. And he's still leaving a shot. What's the best play? Like this? I would have played like this. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. He's play. Yeah. He can play safe. For sure. No, he cannot make the hit. It's blocked on the 5 point. So the best play is the safe play.
I have a point. Yeah, I know. You knew. I'm just trying to do something impossible. Something.
5-4.
If I'm awake. No.
Plays like that probably. He's not too scared of the checker on the ace point. On the 24 point. So playing for a better board makes more sense, but this one is apparently 2.5%. Big 6-4 makes the deuce. Still no shots for Mochy. 6-1 can make the deuce, but is it necessary? Okay. Yeah, with the numbers like 6-2, or even something like this, you wouldn't allow your opponent to play from the midpoint if you stay there. 6-1. This one was forced almost. 5-4, a perfect roll. Clearing the 13 point. And the cube is coming. Is there enough contact? Nope. Six away, 5 away. 2-1. Definitely slots the 5 point. You would have done this in a normal, in a even score. But here, you should play split. You tend to play more defensive. Six two comes out, gets the 11 point. 3-4 hits and gets the anchor. Perfect. It's okay, this 4-5 was crucial. Five one. Hits on the bar point. 5-3. Comes out. And double fives. Hitting on the 3-point. And now he can come out like this. Probably the best play. He's gonna have a cube on the next roll, probably. If he doesn't roll well. If he dances, he would definitely gonna have a cube. Comes down. 1-3-1. Comes in and 3. Picks the checker from the 16-point. That was crucial. 3-4. Mochy's trying to consolidate his position so he can double. Yo, Chase. How's it going? Okay, the cube is here. It's a big pass. Wow, it's a blunder to take this one. Okay, let me see this. Merci. Wow, he took this one. 5-4. He should have come out. He gets the 8-point. No, that's not a big deal. 1-4. Comes in and plays to the deuce. Mochy's gonna hit with the ace. If he doesn't roll something. Oh, double fives. Does it hit? Yeah. He hits on the ace point. He can hit. مرسی متشکرم. خواهش میکنم. When you see 2024 start. It starts at the World Championship. Before the World Championship. So in 2 weeks. Less. 6-5. 6-5. He can just run to save the gammon. That's his decision. 5-2. You can clear the 16-point, actually play like this. Oh, maybe you don't wanna. Okay. No. I never underestimated him. Six, 4. Could have run. Wow. I don't know why Mochy's staying there. With the last 4-6, he could have easily run. And now it's difficult. Double fours. That was not a good play by Mochy for the last few rolls. At least this 6-4. He should have run. Five, 4. Now it's forced. Jalil misses. 6-3. 4-2. He still cannot leave the guy. That was strange, right? 4-2. 4. and 2. Double 4s. Left for Mochy. 6-4 is a great roll. It's a great roll. 3-2. It's back and makes the 8 points, so double 4 doesn't work either. 1-5. And your opponent's gonna send the cube. And I wonder if he sends the cube. I'm not sure even Mochy takes this one. He doesn't send the cube, but yeah, let's see. The position has gotten worse, so 3-1 steps up for sure. Putting the pressure on the opponent. Okay. I'm not sure. Yeah, I told you. I'm not sure Mochy takes this kind of cube. I don't know. Okay. For sure he knows that's a take. But whether he wants to take these kind of cubes against an opponent with maybe worse PR, respectfully. Yep, makes the hit. That's wrong. Mochy's thinking about recubing here. That was a strange take, right? I wouldn't take this cube. I don't know. Yeah, because with an unlucky roll like the 3-6, he knows the cube was take. But couldn't he make an adjustment? That's personal. That's the feeling that you got on the board. Kudos, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Mochy doesn't send back. And yep. Couldn't get better for Jalil. Double 4s. Takes the checker off, and the last 4, 6-2. Perfectly done. Wow. Or 1. Milking it out. I don't know if that's a rude word to use, actually. I'm sorry. Milking it out is like we use this term in Persian when you take off all the checkers without losing any points. But I don't know if it's a bad word in English. If it's I know it's not a nice word, but I'm not sure if it's offensive to use that. Someone from some native English, tell me if that's a rude word to use. 3-1 aces. Mochy can get gammoned. Let's see. 2-6. That's a good roll. Oops. 6-2. Takes the checker off. And that's it. Yeah. Okay. Chase saying it's not. Okay. But you get the idea, right? Milking it out. when you take your checkers off without losing any points, like the 3 spare checkers, you take them off while your opponent is on the bar. We have the same exact term in Persian, which is a bit... You wouldn't use it against, let's say, a player who is an elderly player. Okay. But that's also that's accurate, right?
We're about to draw for the third super.
I know the meaning, but I didn't know whether it's
We are checking if it's possible to reach
offensive or not. Okay, double threes,
those who try one spin
hitting and
the jackpot
getting the
can go
10 point,
2
which is nice. 3, 4
with
gets the
the
second anchor. It's not a back game, but it's a double anchor. It's a double anchor holding game, I would say. Six, 4. چیکار کنه خب نمیتونه ببره. بعضی وقتا آدم فکر میکنه تخت نرد شاید 100% لاکه. Okay, my Iranian friends saying they are unhappy with the results so far from Mochy in this tournament. He hasn't won anything, basically, and he's having trouble with this match too. So yeah, but that's backgammon, you know. Okay, so for the same reason as I was telling you, this is not a bad game, and that's a perfect play by Jalil. You cannot make... You cannot be down 40 pips or something and play a bad game. You need more pips. 6-2, that's a perfect roll. Coming out and hit on the 14 point. Double fours, which is really unlucky. 6-3, gets the 5 point. Mochy needs to... Oh, no, no, the 5 point is too much. Sure, too many plots. 6-3, coming out and play the 3 to 11 point, probably. Or playing like that, okay. Yeah, that's the best play. 1-5. Comes in with the ace and 5. Okay, no, maybe plays to the 5 because he's ahead in the race by 21 pips. Although it wasn't correct. But yeah, that's not a big deal. 3-2, 3 slots, 2 comes out, which is still favorite in this game. Sixes. No. That was what I was afraid of Double threes? Was it double threes? No, sorry. I'm a bit behind. Two one. Gets the no place from the 8-point correctly. Oh, maybe not. Shouldn't give the double fours yet. 3-2. Perfect roll. Wow, he hits. What a game. That's brutal. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. That's basically game over for Mochy. Yep. Let's see, let's see. We can make 1% winning chances. But I'm gonna just add some numbers here. Mochy can win sometimes. Let's see. That's not gonna help. 1, 2, 3. Needs the doublets from now on. 4-1. That was brutal. 2 doubles. 2 doublets for Mochy. He's not gonna make it. And that's the game over for Mochy. Loses in all categories. And that's backgammon. That's backgammon. Sometimes you wonder, is there any skills involved in this game? Jalil played good, yeah. I think his average PR is around, yeah, 6-7, probably. Pressure playing against Mochy is also implied, so perfectly done by Jalil Kiabi. Congrats to him. And thank you guys for tuning in. And I don't think we're gonna have any other matches in future. So thank you so much for the support, for the good comments. And yeah, please leave a like on the stream and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Until the next stream. Bye.